Hi guys, welcome to Welcome Home Custom. Today we are going to learn how to paint and assemble this fun flamingo. Let's get started. All right, so let's walk through the files quickly. First, we are going to go over the DIY or the mini. If you look in the color planners folder, you will see a mini color planner for the flamingo itself. You can use this to plan out your colors. And then we also have the files, the flamingo mini, and then the leaf and flower mini. For the flamingo mini, we have the backer and stand. They are sorted by slot size, so the last three numbers correlate to the slot size in the file. Make sure to grab out the material measurement tool. This is the best way to determine which size slot you should use with your wood. So we're just going to grab one of them and open them up. So you will see if we select on the slot that it is 0.185 along with the other slot 185, and then your tab is actually double the size of your slot, and that is so it can go through both pieces of material, which is the 0.37. You'll also notice that we've got this portion that is magenta versus black. This is so that if you wanted to cut these pieces out and have those portions see-through, just like I show in the video, you can do so. Or you can simply score this and have it solid and paint these pieces. That is totally up to you. Also, always make sure that you check your 1 by 1 inch square. So now if we go ahead and look at our pieces file, we have kerf. Let me go back. We have kerf and no kerf. No kerf means I did not add any additional offset to the piece whatsoever. Kerf, I added a 0.002 inch offset to every piece. And then we have pieces A and pieces B. They just didn't fit on one size, one sheet of wood, the 12 by 20 inch sheet. So we went ahead and moved over to a second file. So the first file, if we open it up, you can see that they are sorted with this green line around them. And that is so that you can move them all out and cut with the different woods if you wish. You'll notice that these are the background pieces that we can simply just delete if we are not going to use the background. If you want to paint the background, then you will want to go ahead and cut these. And then this right here is your actual frame. You'll want to cut that out as well. Again, checking our 1 inch square to make sure it's 1 by 1 inch. And then the other file very quickly has additional pieces along with your inner frame as well. So I wanted to walk through real quick the DIY leaf and flower. They have a stand as well. If you wish to use a stand, you can. It's set up just like the Flamingo Mini. There is also a no tab option. It's basically just a solid backer. We have a scored flower, a flower with kerf and frame, and a flower with no kerf and frame. And then we also have the leaf with frame and the DIY, the separated master flower. So separated master flower, the only reason you'd really use this is if we want to resize it. So we could grab the whole thing and make it bigger or smaller. And then we can take our pieces and sort them out to follow wood grain if we wish. So that is what the separated master file is for this flower. The other thing that I will note is I actually created a jig for the flower so that it's easier to place down your pieces. So you would cut this out of cardboard, place it into your backer and place all your pieces. And I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump on over to assembly. So you can see here, I've already dry fit all my pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our feathers and place them onto the blue tape. And what we want to do is we want the right side of the feather to be on the right side of the tape and the left side of the feather to be on the left side of the tape. And that is how we're going to create our ombre optical illusion. So you can see my right side to my left side, and I am just going to work my way through. Now, if it's a smaller piece, I would place it further over to the right so that when you do the ombre effect, you can really pick up that light to dark painting that we are going to do. So I will go ahead and speed this up a little bit and we'll move on to the next step. So for the feathers, we are going to paint with a dark magenta first on the right side, or the top in this case, with that dark pink. So this should be the right side of the feather that we lined up. Then I'm going to do a middle pink, kind of in between the two pinks that I'm using, and then a lightest pink on the left side of the feathers. And then if I felt like I got a little too carried away with the lighter color, I can always go back and add that darker magenta one more time on the right side. So now you can see with the pieces placed how that ombre effect took shape. From here, we're going to glue this up. I recommend removing all of the leaves that aren't connected with another piece because they won't stay intact when we flip and glue. Now I am going to place another piece of material on top that's similar in shape. I am going to grab both the flamingo and that board and flip them over together all at once so that I can expose the back. We'll then take the backer off and flip it over, and we're going to apply glue to the backer. Now I'm going to add some wood glue to the backer and then spread it out with my silicone brush. You'll want to make sure that you really spread it out and that you don't have any puddles of glue, because it is possible that that glue can seep through and make a mess of your paint. Next, you'll want to flip that glued up backer over back onto your pieces, line it up, and then flip the entire thing over. Next, you'll want to add a little bit of glue to each one of the leaves and place them back onto the backer. Last, you will want to grab your base and just slide it onto the tab on the bottom of the flamingo, and you are all set. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out other tutorials just like this. Thanks so much, guys.